SpotlightMediaStudios.com. Welcome to Education Unfiltered. Here is Mary Stucco.
Hello, this is Mary Stucco with Education Unfiltered, where we talk all things higher ed at all different kinds of levels. And so today I'm really excited to be joined by Caryn Bedford, who's the Chief Learning and Talent Officer with the Big I. And this is the premier association for independent insurance agents that offer resources for professional success, including scholarships, internships, pre-licensing, and with designated programs. There's many opportunities for networking and career development as well. So welcome, Caryn. How are you?
Well, thank you so much. I'm really excited to be here, and I'm doing great.
Good,
Yeah.
good. So tell me a little bit about the Big I. What does that mean? What do you do?
Well, it's an association, statewide association for independent insurance agencies throughout Michigan. And so we provide resources for our members. We have over 5,000 members, individuals, and 500 agencies. So our resources are anything from products and services that they can use at their agencies to advocacy with the state legislature and education. And that's my role predominantly is we have over 100 educational events going on just this year.
Oh my goodness. So you have a 125-year history. And so tell me kind of like, how something like this got started, why it got started, what's its purpose?
Well, it got started really because the independent agencies, throughout, usually they're in local, small local towns and cities. And I think they just really wanted to come together and see how they could collaborate to really be successful in meeting the needs of their clients.
Very good. So you said you have like a lot of classes that you do. What kind of classes do you offer for independent agents?
There's really a wide range. We're lining up all of our classes to kind of go with the life cycle of being an independent agent. From, somebody who is thinking about it in high school or college, or and they're thinking about becoming an independent insurance agent, and they want to get licensed by the state. So they need to pass an exam. We have a lot of pre-licensing classes. We partnered with the Michigan School of Insurance, and those classes are happening monthly in our office. So that's really the beginning of it. But then we have designation programs. We have the National Alliance works with us, and we offer a CIC, a Certified Insurance Counselor designation, and then the CISR designation. And so those are really premier programs that people, they go to classes every month and achieve those. We also have a program called the Ultimate Account Manager School and the Total Quality Agency designation. Those, we have people from throughout the state that they come in with the TQA designation. It's an agency designation. And people come, there's 8 sessions, and they have to really focus on their strategic plan for their agency. So that's an outstanding program that we have, well over 150 people who have gotten that designation.
Oh, that's fantastic. So you said you offer scholarships. So people who want to go on and get extra education to help with their profession, is that their scholarships that they can reach out and ask for? Is that how that works?
Yeah, the scholarships I've seen range anywhere from $500 to $2,000, and they maybe receive it from our Young Agents Committee, or maybe they get it from the Michigan My Future Foundation. It's a nonprofit specifically raising money to give scholarships to people interested in the independent insurance industry. And so there's quite a few different scholarships. People can go to our website and find out more about all of those. But it helps people who are going to college and really want to fund their degree program.
Excellent. So what about the internship program? What does that look like?
So actually, we when you belong to Big I Michigan, formerly known as the Michigan Association for Independent Agents, we also belong to Big I National. and they have funding for agencies. So if an agency hires a student to be an intern for them, then it helps really reimburse that agency. So it helps fund those internships. So if somebody wants to be an intern with an agency, that's a really great resource.
Oh, that's a great idea. And so talk a little bit more about, you said you have ethics classes and E&O, which is errors and omissions. So what does that look like?
So once you're a licensed agent, you have 24 hours of continuing ed that you need to acquire. And within that, there's 3 credits of ethics that you have to get. So we offer those classes actually for free right on site in Lansing. People can come and take that class and get those credits. And then we offer an errors and omissions classes, and that also qualifies for continuing ed, but it also qualifies for a discount. Many of the agencies that are members of ours, as I said, we offer products and services that help them in their agency, and one of those is insurance in case they make an error or an omission and they need to be covered by that. And so they carry that coverage, and they come to these classes to actually get a discount on carrying that coverage.
Oh, that's really cool. That's nice. Now, you also have organizations for like young agents and other committees. So tell me about what that's all about.
Yeah, that we have a vibrant young agents committee. They have won national awards year after year for all of the things that they do. In fact, every month they have some type of networking activity. This month they have a golf outing, and they actually raise money that then funds the scholarships we talked about earlier. And so the Young Agents Group, they're active on social media. They come together frequently with people. You have to be under 40 if you are on the Young Agents Committee, but they offer events that really people of all ages can come to. They have a summer event at a destination in Michigan usually that lasts for 2 to 3 days, provides networking, and also is a time to get some education towards their license. So the Young Agents Group is really the lifeblood. We really see them as the future of our industry, and they have a strong focus on diversifying this industry and really bringing in people who, maybe never thought insurance was for them. So the Young Agents is just a great group that I highly encourage people, if you're thinking about it, talk to somebody in our Young Agents Committee, and they can really tell you a little bit more about, what's great about this industry. And in fact, it reminds me of a story, Mary, where I just was at an event yesterday, and I ran into somebody who started out in our Young Agents, and now she's on her path to agency ownership. And she actually went to school to be a teacher at Northern Michigan. And she, her dad was an agency owner, but she didn't really want to follow in his footsteps at the time. But as she kind of got involved with the Young Agents, she really saw how it could work for her. And she left school for a certain period of time, went into an agency, and started working there. And then she went back to school, finished her degree. She got that scholarship money that we talked about earlier. And she just said she really loves it now. And she's actually on our board of directors for Big I, Michigan.
Great.
And just has a very vibrant career in this field.
Oh, that's exciting. Yeah, I have to say, I grew up in an insurance household, but my dad worked for Farm Bureau and corporate, and I never thought I'd go into it either. I'm like, why would anybody want to go into insurance? And then I ended up in insurance. So It is kind of funny how, even if you grow up in it, you kind of think, oh, I don't think that's for me. And then eventually you realize that's exactly what I want to be a part of.
Absolutely. And speaking of the event that I was at yesterday, it was a networking event that we put on, and he had 150 folks from our membership and from agencies, as well as from our partners, which are insurance companies from all over. And they came together at this event over at the University of Michigan at the stadium. And it was really great. We had a lot of fun where you could go through the locker room and do a little tour and go out on the football field. People were throwing the ball around. And then they had time just for drinks and food. And many of the companies then take the agencies, folks from the agencies out to dinner. And people just loved it. They just felt really engaged. And
Yep. What a great event to just get together, have fun. It's open space and great atmosphere too.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. Now tell me a little bit about, you have an annual convention and a summer conference. So what does that look like?
Yeah. So we are looking all the time at how do we bring people together for networking and for education. And so the convention that we hold in February is our premier event for that. It's usually brings in about anywhere from 400 to 600 individuals throughout the state. It spans 3 days. We have a trade show at that event, and folks can usually get up to around 12 credits towards their insurance license. And there's lots of opportunity to really make those connections with people that help you grow your agency. So that's our premier event. And then in the summer, I spoke a little bit about it with the Young Agents group. And they hold that event. And usually that's about 150, 175 people that come together. And lots of fun, much more relaxed. But same kind of purpose, networking and education.
So tell me, what are you seeing right now with people entering the insurance industry? Do you see it a lot of younger people? Are you seeing people who maybe have had other careers that are transitioning? What do you see the most of, or is it a really good mix of things?
I really see a mix of it, and this is when folks are coming in for pre-licensing, and you can see who's interested in this field, and it's a lot more women now are coming to become a licensed agent and getting into this field. Great. So I really see it being more balanced with gender and with age. We have folks that a lot of career changes with the Great Resignation. People are leaving one field and jumping into another. So I think that it's wide open. And I've heard that you really can come from any field and get into insurance and be successful at it.
Yeah, no, I think you're probably right. I think that diversity also, kind of helps you pick a niche market when you're starting to market the insurance. And there's so many different kinds. I think one thing that I'm, hearing a lot of, and we're addressing that as well is, there's like a lot of concerns like with cybersecurity right now, and the numbers are really jumping up. And so, if that's something you come from even the IT world and have a good understanding of that makes it easier to market that. So I think that's important too, to remember we all have different strengths and things we're good at and people we can connect with and help them with their insurance needs.
Yep, absolutely. With cybersecurity. And then another area is with just even like electric bikes or, motorized scooters, and just insurance for all of those different things that are coming out with new technological advances. And then, of course, we need some type of insurance.
Exactly.
Really to kind of protect ourselves when things don't go according to plan. So I think that, people who are interested in emerging technologies would also find interest in insurance as well.
Yeah. So if somebody's thinking about, I'm thinking about entering the insurance industry, I'm thinking about becoming an agent. What do you think are some best benefits of becoming an independent agent, working with independents? What do you see as a good thing?
So I think that it just really gives you, if you have an entrepreneurial spirit and you want to have that ownership of an organization, that you can really create your own vision for that, that's really an advantage to becoming an independent agent. you also are able to serve your clients in a way that is different from if you're not an independent agent. You're able to offer them different resources and, different types of coverage and just some options that you don't have otherwise.
Exactly, because they can kind of go outside the box a little bit more.
Yep.
So very good. So tell me, how can people reach you, Caryn, if they have any questions or, just want to explore some of the classes that you offer?
Yep. They can go to our website. You can look for Big I Michigan, just Google it, or www.mishagent.org is our website. You can find me under the staff directory there, or check me out on LinkedIn.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for joining us. This was Caryn Bedford, the Chief Learning and Talent Officer for the Big I. This is Mary Stucco with Education Unfiltered. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a great day.